To create a company, this is the first step which we are going to do it in the application. So you just go to organization administration module. There is a module called as a organization administration. Just click on that. Click on legal entities. Under organizations, legal entities. Okay. To create a new company, I'm just trying to recap once again. Click new. Provide your company name. What is your company name? Whether it is some kind of enterprise private limited, Srinivas Enterprise Private Limited, Raghav Enterprise Private Limited, any name you can provide it. And we should require a company code, some kind of unique code we need to have it. This should contain 4 digits, either alphabetical or only numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, or it can be ABCD, or it can be some alphanumeric combination also, AB 1, 2, AB 3, 4, like that. Any kind of combination with 4 digits, you should maintain the company code. And you have to maintain your company country, in which country your company is located. Is it in India, or is it in Dubai? Is it in a USA or UK? Which is a country you are having your company? Try to drop down so that you will be able to get a list of country codes, and you can select that and click OK. Okay, these are the 3 important fields which you need to maintain. Once you click on OK, your company will get created. This is what we have done yesterday. Hope it is clear, right? So now let us discuss some options here. There are some extra additional options along with the company. We have it. So let's try to understand. Whichever fields are required, we'll try to fill it. If not required, we'll keep it as an optional. As we discussed yesterday, these all options will be calling as a fast tabs. Okay, fast tabs is nothing but these are the options, like which will be in a horizontal mode. Those tabs will be calling as a fast tab. Now the first fast tab is general fast tab. Let us quickly discuss what is there in the general fast tab. What do you mean by memo? Memo is nothing but just notes. Okay, you just tell me what is your company does. What is your main company motive of your company? For example, if I talk about a HCL company, whenever if I say HCL, what you will be understanding? Okay, it is a IT service providing company. In the similar way, what is your company does? That kind of information you need to provide it in a single 1 or 2 lines. So now my Mindtree company, right? It's IT based company. That's all. If you wanted to elaborate it. Otherwise, ignore. This is all not mandatory. It is all optional options. If you wanted to fill it. Otherwise, please ignore it. Now, use for financial consolidation process. Use for financial elimination process. Please try to remember these are the 2 options is linked with the consolidation module. There is a module called as a, I will show you here, consolidation module. This is a different concept. Whenever you have a 2 to 3 companies, okay, and you wanted to see the data of these 2 companies into a single company, then you should enable these options. For example, you have a 2 companies. I have a company in Bangalore. I have a company in Hyderabad. Now I am creating a new company, Chennai company. In this Chennai company, I wanted to see Bangalore data plus Hyderabad data. In that case, you need to enable these options. That is called as a consolidation. Consolidation is nothing but adding the different companies and seeing in from the single company, the reports and all, I wanted to view from the Chennai company, which should contains Bangalore plus Hyderabad data. In that scenarios only you should enable. If your company is not following consolidation process, please don't enable it. If your client is asking you should do the consolidation process, then you have to enable this. Okay, these are the consolidation and elimination related. What is your company language? en US, right? What is the language of that? Please try to drop down and select the language. What is your time zone of your company? Okay, that you have to specify here. Now, close it. Address. If you wanted to maintain the specific address of your company, in detailed address, what is a street, what is a state, district, mandal, everything you will be maintaining it, right? In the similar way, if you wanted to maintain the address properly, please see, this is a basic address which we have already given. If you edit it, the system will open another form here. Please maintain the postal code, street code, city, state, country, everything you can maintain it. Okay. I'm not entering everything, but let's try to enter. We have selected USA country, right? USA, Alaska. Okay. If you wanted to maintain postal code also, maintain the postal code, street address, road number 4, 5, anything you can maintain. Just click OK. This is the address maintenance. For example, for my company, I have 3 addresses. Okay. How can I add another address? Please click on add button here and try to add a secondary address. The second address which you have it. Mindtree 2. Click OK. Like this, you can add addresses for your company. One more thing, please try to remember here. Can you see here? This is showing as a yes. This is showing as a no. Primary. What do you mean by primary? For example, when you are ordering something from the Flipkart or Amazon, you will be having multiple addresses, right? You will be having Bangalore address, you will be having Hyderabad address, whichever locations you have located earlier, all addresses you will be adding. But system like application like Flipkart will ask you what is your default address, right? So if you make some address as a default address, that means whenever you are ordering something, by default it will go to that particular address. That is the meaning of default address. In the similar way, if I maintain any address as a primary, okay, so my all contact information, my all invoicing, my all business related transactions will be reaching out to this particular location. That is the reason I have a primary address. Can I have a 2 or 3 as a primary addresses? I have a Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai. I wanted to make all 3 locations as a primary. Is it possible? Of course, it is not possible. Okay. You can only maintain one address as a primary. If you make this as a primary, this will get enabled. This will get disabled to primary. Any one address can be possible as a primary. Now let me edit it and let me try to make it as a Mindtree 2 as a primary so that understand. Yes. See, unmark the current primary address. Can you see the difference now? Mindtree 2 become primary and this become non-primary. So all the communication will go to this particular address. Only one address can be make it as a primary. In sometimes people will ask you this kind of questions. So is it possible to make multiple addresses as a primary address? Of course, it is not possible. Okay. Now, I wanted to maintain map location also. You will be finding maps and all, right, in Google and all. You can also add a map for your particular location. If you click on more options here, there is an option called as the advanced. Okay, just click on advanced. Means additional information if you wanted to maintain related to your address, it will show you additional information here. What is the street, what is the contact information of this location and all, and it will ask you to maintain the what is the registration number of your company, what is the insurance aging company, everything it will ask you to provide a more details of your company. If you wanted to maintain, please maintain, otherwise ignore it. Okay, and try to remember for India company, if you wanted to maintain GST registration numbers and all, you should come to here and you should maintain it, GST registration numbers for your company. That is why the advanced option is available. Click on more options and advanced so that you can maintain GST registration number related for India company. Close this address tab also. Now contact information. Can you tell me what is the contact information of your company? Click on add phone number. Here there are multiple types. How can I contact your company? Phone number, email address, URL, telex, fax, Facebook ID, Twitter ID, LinkedIn ID, any kind of IDs are there. If you wanted to add some information, please add it. Otherwise, please ignore it also. I'm just giving sample information. Is it a primary address for primary contact information? Of course, yes. You can add email ID also. Email ID of your company. Okay, these are all your company details. Can I make this also primary? Of course, contact information, multiple can be make as a primary. There is no issue with that. If you wanted to remove, please remove it. Or if you wanted to keep it, just keep it. That's all. So you can add your company contact information also. These are all your company related. Address, I have added your company. Contact information, I have added your company. There are some additional informations are there, which are purely related to different countries. Let's see about a statutory reporting. Whenever you are using a Italy or France or Iran, these kind of countries, if you are using, they will be having some kind of extra registration details. Like they will be having DUNS number, uh, NAICS number, tax representative, tax related information they will be having in a different countries. So if you have that information, please maintain it here. Otherwise, you can ignore it. See, these are all details you will not maintain on your own. Please try to remember. Client will provide you, these are the details are available. This is my company name. This is the company code I required. This is the address. This is the contact information. If they give you this much of details, you need to maintain previously whatever we have done. If they give you, this is the DUNS number, where you have to maintain, you should know where is the DUNS number field is available. There you should come and you should maintain it. So that is a statutory reporting related registration numbers. If you have Japan, Brazil, see, France, Italy, these all countries are having special registration information and all. Since we did not select these any country code in our company is USA. That is why these options are disabled. If you select Italy country code, this will get enabled, and you should maintain what is the physical code, legal nature, CUC, which will be given by the government. Okay, those information you need to maintain here. Otherwise, you can ignore it. So this is a purely optional option. You can just ignore it. Okay, registration numbers. Come to bank account information. For every company, will they have a bank account or not? Of course, they should have a bank account, right? You are working in some kind of company. Some Infosys you are working. Okay, you are working for an Infosys company. In an Infosys company, you are getting a salary on monthly basis. 28th of February, you have received some 30,000 rupees, which is deposited by Infosys company. This kind of message you will get. So what do you mean by that? On the company name itself, we are going to create a bank account. So what is that bank account? Please maintain it here. If your Mindtree company is having a bank account, please maintain that bank account here. And what is the central bank purpose code? All the information they will provide you, right? So that information you can maintain. How to create a bank and all, we'll see it in a next, like cash and bank management module. For time being, please ignore about this field. I cannot show you now. Once we reach to that module, I will show you how to create a bank account. Close it. Foreign trade logistics. Is your company restricted to do purchases and sales in a only local area, or do you have any idea to expand your business to different countries also? Of course, everybody will look forward to grow their business, right? Definitely, they will trade with the different countries. When you are dealing with the different countries, what are the delivery number, DVR number? When you are exporting and importing the products, there will be so much of options are available. What is the port ID? What is the port number? All the information we need to maintain. If you have that information, please maintain it. Otherwise, ignore this also. Number sequence. So for every company, we should have the number sequence. What is the importance of number sequence? I will talk bit later. Just ignore about this field also for time being. Additional registrations. If you have any additional registration information, please maintain. Otherwise, this is also optional. Okay. For your company, you wanted to maintain some image. You will be having your Facebook or WhatsApp. You will maintain your profile pic, right? In the same way, for your company also, if you wanted to maintain some image, please maintain it. This is the default image which is provided by the Microsoft. I don't want to use this one. I wanted to use my own image. How can I add my own image? So here, see, this is a default one. If it is a default, this will come. If you wanted to change your own, click on logo, click on change. You should have that image in your environment. In this particular mission, browse. Currently, I don't have, see, you should have some image here in the pictures or somewhere. Please select that image, click on open, so that the image will get inserted here. So I don't have any image to add. So I'm canceling this. If you wanted to add it, please first of all place a image into your environment, like into your local drive, in C drive or D drive, somewhere you place it. Then browse and select that particular image and upload it. That's all. Otherwise, go with the default image. Okay, this is the default one. Same, if you wanted to add a company logo once again, please add it. Otherwise, ignore it. Whenever you are doing some activity in the application in D365, I wanted to see the output. How can I see the output? Can I print it on screen, the output, or can I save it as a PDF file? If you maintain it as a screen, the output will display on the screen itself. If you put it as a PDF file, your output will be downloaded into PDF format, so that you have to open and you have to verify. So mostly we'll go with the screen, because after reviewing output you can download it also. Later also you can download it. So that's why go with the screen only. Again, this is a tax registration number. These also tax related. If you have any tax information and all, extra tax information and all, please maintain. Otherwise, ignore about this. This is also tax information. Why these many tax informations are available? Because for one, every country is having their own tax related information. If you talk about India, how many taxations are there? You should have a GST number, you should have a PAN card number, you should have a TAN number, a zero account. Many things is required, right? So if that is the reason, more options are available. If any company is started in a different countries, for everybody application should support, right? That's the reason more tax related options are available. If required, they will use it. If not, they will ignore it. That's all. There is no harm if we have multiple options. Just save this record. This is about a company creation. Very simple. What you need to remember as a overall, I will quickly recap. In the general tab, you should remember these two options, why it is required and what is the language. You should know how to maintain the address and how to use the advanced option inside of this. And you should know what is the contact information. And if you wanted to add a bank account information, please maintain it here. And if you wanted to add your own image, please add a own image. These are the important tabs in this particular form. Okay, hope it is clear. Any doubts? Right. Now, the second step which we need to do it is a generate number sequence. First of all, let us understand what is a number sequence. See, I have different modules available in my environment. GL module, general ledger module, accounts payable module, accounts receivable module, material related, SEM related modules. Multiple modules are available. If you can see here, I can see the list of modules are available here. Okay. For each module, I will post some kind of transactions. I wanted to differentiate each transaction. Today, in a general ledger module, I have posted 5 transactions like rent account, rent entry, electricity bill entry, and some kind of withdrawal payment. Some these kind of entries I have posted. I wanted to differentiate each transaction. I don't want to club everything. So how can I differentiate? You should have some unique number so that you can differentiate. See, I have a bank account in HDFC, and Shravan is also having a bank account in HDFC. Prashant is also having a bank in a HDFC account. So are we having a same account or are we having different accounts? Yes, we have a different accounts. What is the unique identification? Account number is the unique identification. With the account number only, I can identify to whom this account is belongs to. In the similar way, in the system also, I should differentiate the modules. In the modules also, few options I wanted to differentiate. So that is the reason number sequence is required. So number sequence is required to differentiate the transactions and modules. We should have the number sequence. For every company, you should have the number sequence. Number sequence is mandatory. Okay, now let us see how to generate a number sequence for our company, for our new company. Let us go to same module, organization administration module. Here number sequences, under number sequences you can find a number sequence. In SAP or in any other technology, to go to single form, you should have a T code, transactional code, or you should require a navigation path bit lengthy. But in our application, it's very easy. You can easily identify the navigation also. We don't have a T code concept here. Now click on generate. First time I'm generating number sequence for my company. Please click on generate button here. Click on generate. In the same way in 2012 also you should do the generation. There is no change in the 2012 or D365 number sequence generation. Click on generate button. In the back end, technical team has written a code. Whenever we click on the generate, for all the modules, by default, system will create a number sequences automatically. Okay, you just need to run the process, that's all. The coding has been already written for this. It will take some time because it has to fetch that code and it has to populate for each module the number sequences, right? It will take some 2 to 3 minutes of time. Let's wait for that. This kind of form, like in the back end, code has been written. In the front end, you just need to run this process. This kind of running the process we will be calling as a wizard. Spelling is a wizard. This is the one. So wizard has to be run in the front end. Okay, just click on next. You no need to do anything here. Just click on next button. And if you see, for all the modules, system is creating a number sequence. See, this is the format of your number sequence. This is a small number. This is a large number. Everything it is creating. Just click on next. Just click on just click on finish it. See, for each module it is creating these many numbers: 141, AR 135, bank 10 number sequences and all. Just verify if you wanted to verify all modules it will create, and just click on finish it. That's all. Very simple creation of numbers here. You no need to do anything. System itself will take care of the number creation. That's all. We are done with the number creation also. Okay. So now okay, now there is another step we need to do, the third step. Okay, operating units creation. What do you mean by, first of all, let us understand what do you mean by operating units. The name itself is saying operating units. Operating, something is working in the back end. So maybe I have started business in a example. For example, I have started a business in India. So now my main location is belongs to Bangalore. Okay. After 1 year, I thought of expanding my business to Hyderabad location and Chennai location also. Okay. So I cannot create a again new company for a Hyderabad and Chennai. I will keep same company and I will maintain as a branches. Hyderabad is a branch, Chennai is another branch. That means from the branches, whatever the transactions are happening, that should be recorded into my main company called as a Bangalore company, right? So those will be branches. In the similar way, in the system, I cannot call it as a branches since we are using a ERP, right? So we should talk it in a ERP terminology only. We will be calling as a operating units. So if you have multiple branches and you are operating your business from multiple locations and all, that will be calling as a operating units. In the operating units, we have a business unit. Business unit is nothing but, in your terminology, it is a branches. Hyderabad, Chennai, Kochi, Kolkata, like that, any branches. Okay. There is another operating unit called as all together branches, inside of branches, some warehouses, everything I will be calling as operating units. That's why there are 5 to 6 operating units are available in a company. One is a business unit. The second one is a cost center. What do you mean by cost center? For example, in Hyderabad branch only, I have 2 offices again. One is in Kukutpalli, one is in a Begumpet. So Kukutpalli is a one cost center. Begumpet is another cost center for me. I have 2 cost centers. That is a cost center. Okay. Now, department. Inside a cost center, maybe either you can take Begumpet or either you can take Kukutpalli. Any cost center, inside you will be having multiple departments. Can you tell me what kind of departments will be there in IT company? HR department, okay, admin department, security department, uh, salaries department, some kind of like these departments will be there, right? In the similar way, for every cost center, we will be having multiple departments. So each department we can consider as a department 1, department 2, department 3 and all. Okay. So business unit, cost center, department. So there is a retail channel. What do you mean by retail channel? Retail channel is nothing but for retail consultants, for retail module, we will be having a channels, separate channels they will have. That is also calling as a operating units. And okay. So now let's see how to create a operating units in the system. Let's see, one more is missing. We'll see it in the system only. Okay. The third step, same module, organization administration module. Under organizations, there is a operating units creation. Please click on operating units. Now, click on new. To create a new operating unit, please click on new. If you see, there is a list will be available. Department, cost center, value stream, business unit, retail channel, branch demo, rental location, region demo, anything, multiples are there. So now let me create a business unit first. Okay. Click on business unit here. Tell me business unit name. Some name you can mention, but because I wanted to identify my business unit, right? So that's why I will take my company name only as a business unit. Save it.